Grand Rising. We're gonna hop straight into this. We're discussing the ego and how the ego protects itself. We really should get comfortable with being uncomfortable while purging dense realms, dense entities, frequencies, energies attached to our vessels, our spirits, and just relinquishing control. You feel me? Stop protecting our ego. Allow our ego to accept challenges and overcome them. Be courageous, be curious, and be vigorous with your actions. Do it with full conviction and with no resentment of, your past aspects, because you have to accept each version of yourself while purging those realms that you're experiencing, these like challenges and trials, facing different forms of adversity, scrutiny, and being objectified by the masses perception of you. So firstly, it's okay to be angry. Acknowledge yourself. You have to care about you, because if you don't, nobody else will. You have to show up for you, pour into you, and be fruitful. Multiply your creations and celebrate yourself. They will demonize you for the power that you possess, truly, especially if it's foreign. It's always been a power move, They will take things personally. However, you must maintain this equanimity and detachment from upholding this identity or pride within your creations or possessions, because nothing belongs to you. You're only exchanging and borrowing energy and space. Forget about pride, You're one with spirit, so it's you have this strong relationship with God. It's you're boundless, you're limitless. You can't be moved by outside external forces, entities, Wait and see what God has to offer for you. In this moment is a gift awaited. It's a present moment. And so you're the gift meeting this gift halfway, and you're exchanging this energy, and it's the flow, the serenity, everything is in perfect sync, and it's in divine order. So it'll play out if you allow it to, if you relinquish control, resistance. Now, external forces can manipulate, can try to control your will or hinder you from being able to embody all of yourself. Manipulation is the art of the influence and persuasion of one, that which involves intentionally guiding others to a desired outcome when done so. Skillfully navigating social dynamics to achieve goals while respecting others' autonomy in their will. You can't control whether somebody has some malevolent prejudice act towards you, and sometimes they'll try to do this out of envy, jealousy, or just plain hurt and confusion, or they're lost, or they just cannot fathom what their eye meets, especially if they're not aware of themselves, if they're not aware of spirit, miracles actually being possible. The possibility of a miracle unfolding it happens every second. Every blink is a miracle. Is you projecting your imagination onto this physical plane. We have to respect one another's autonomy, and we have to respect one's wishes and acts. That's their reality, and they shall reside there. It's witchcraft to control one's will. Your trauma is beautiful. Through the dark night of your soul, you emit this radiance from what your soul was faced, what your soul was challenged, but what you asked for. And it's you watch that alchemize into this beautiful creation. It's you. You're the reflection that you see. Not with your eyes, but the energy that lies beyond, the veil. It's you can paint this picture, but feel it. Feel the essence within it. Feel the essence within the creation. as it unfolds. It's beautiful. The tragedy, the darkness, the pain, the hurt. You know, a diamond wasn't just formed in just a snap. It was compressed. It was very much so compressed into this very, very dense thing that crystallized. We are a reflection of his trauma unpacked. We are a reflection of the labor that the mother undergoed, the struggle. It's like she raped herself and then sold herself and wanted to share the love, wanted to share her neglecting her womb. But like settling, it allowed her to grow into this power, because it's like you want to share your creation, you want to multiply your creation, but like you also want, we experiment, we manipulate certain things that it's like we out of curiosity, because you want to, we can do whatever we want. That's the thing. That's the art of free will. That's the art of creation. It's like, it's a limitless like source of this thing that multiplies. Like, you cannot fathom it. You know, like, we are the reflections of this creation's trauma unpacked. They will compare, compete, and blame. It's like the ego. To protect itself, we compare ourselves amongst ourselves, and then we compete because we feel like we have to chase and try to rise in this hierarchy system. And so we then victimize ourselves. Like, we sell ourselves in the system and then victimize ourselves when we're dissatisfied. That's where the ego is then created. It's like it formulates this sense of self, and then the person creates this identity. Now we measure ourselves based off of how we feel like we need to fit into a certain standard, and it creates esteem, like a self-esteem, like feeling important or like worthy. It's how a person sees themselves and how they think others see them. For example, someone with a large ego might think that they are important and valuable, and then you trap yourselves in these social bondages, and it's like this person validates you. Now it's boosting your ego, and it gives someone confidence, and it's like, we're glad she's here because she has this thing and she's needed based off of her gift or what she has to offer. And then now we analyze ourselves, like it's like psychoanalytical. Like, you go into this psychosis where it's like the ego is existing consciously and it's responsible for the thoughts and feelings. The ego mediates between the identity and the ego that it's creating by building these defense mechanisms. Central reference point. In organizational and kinship relationships, the ego is a person who serves as a central reference point. For example, feeling proud after building a tall block tower. For example, not taking food from diners at an outdoor cafe, even if you're hungry. The person's ego would tell them that it is not acceptable to take the food from others, and would also rationalize that the person's own dinner will be available soon, or that they might poison them. Now, having an ego isn't inherently bad. Rather, it is the nature and balance of the ego that matters. A healthy ego contributes positively to our psychological well-being, while an imbalanced ego can lead to various psychological issues. The key is to cultivate self-awareness and humility to maintain a healthy sense of self. Now it's like your habits, daily tasks, offerings, intentionally putting yourselves in position to serve creation, like purely and merely existing as one, where you see yourself as a mere reflection of this creation, especially residing in community where there's unity. And it's like we're here to serve this collective experience. Now, what one chooses to do with that's what one chooses. It's like Yeah. By the way, I'm listening to some frequency sounds. Basically, you are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your reality. You are consciousness embodied. And so I'm going to end this video right here. I love you. And until next time.